Hello, guys. I hate doing this to you. I hate doing this to you, but we have to look at their new announcement on Twitter and everything that comes with it. I'm honestly incredibly sad. It literally it breaks my heart reading the comment section on Twitter. And before we dive right into it, I just want to say I'm so happy and grateful reading the comments to these videos on my channel because unlike Twitter, our community on our channel is so much more positive, and people, you can actually see people being excited about these changes. And even though there is people who are sad and disappointed with the new changes and announcements, they still seem to be like not bitter and angry and just completely ignoring all the positives and just focusing on the negatives. Like even people who are disappointed in our community, they still show more I don't know, respect, I guess, for the decision that wasn't an easy decision, and are willing to look at the bright side. And there is a lot of bright side. And if you read the Twitter comments, it seems like it's all doom and gloom, and the game just basically killed itself by canceling free to play. So we just got this little announcement. Basically, we are getting cool items. So we're gonna get some codes during the live stream for balloon arch, balloon pillars, and a lot of people been asking in the comments in the Twitter section if you'll be able to claim the codes if you cannot attend the stream, if you just use the codes later. And I don't see why not. I think they're just gonna use the stream to announce the codes, but I'm sure you'll be able to just, if you get the codes later, you'll be able to use them as well. I don't see why not. I doubt they're gonna just make them active for the duration of the stream. So don't worry about that. So we're getting a balloon arch, balloon pillars, and 1 Mickey ears, which is amazing. I kind of hope we'll be able to craft this balloon arch as well. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, we have to dive in the comments. I feel like it's important to try to at least undo some of the negativity and go through these comments and address the most prevalent topics to just hopefully, first of all, see what's the feel, if anything changed, what are the main issues people having with the game, and try to address them potentially, so new players who are on the fence between buying the game and not buying the game don't just get one side of the story. We're here to give another side of the story. Anyway, let's jump right into it. I already read all these comments, so this is not a reaction video by no means. That is why I look probably exhausted. Also, it's 2 a.m. right now. It's been a very busy day, but I just have to make a video on this because it broke my heart reading the comments. I could not find a single positive comment. Like, you can see right now how many comments we have. 126 comments. I can bet you there is maybe less than 20 that are positive from this amount. Do the people who got the Founders Pack get the Cozy Edition free? The answer is no. No, they do not. Pay for the game, microtransactions, and now season passes. No thanks. It's been uninstalled. 91 likes. 91 likes, guys. Okay, let's dive right into it. I see this variation of this comment a lot. So basically, one of the most things that people are against is the fact that we have a paid game and also microtransactions inside the game, and now even paid DLC. So is it completely unfathomable to have microtransactions inside paid game and also a season pass? Okay, season pass. One thing I want to address before we jump any further is that we have no idea what is coming inside the season pass yet. We might have, inside this new expansion pack, we might have more information on it on Wednesday. But until now, it could be a whole year worth of content inside that bag that costs $30, a whole year, potentially, once again, we don't know. And considering that it comes with 5,000 moonstones, it seems like a steal to me. But it could be pretty short and uneventful and boring. It's also a possibility. What I'm saying is that it's too soon to judge the expansion pack before it even came out. Am I crazy for saying that? It's not even out. We have no clue how much content is in it. For what we know, the entire Act 2... Well, Act 2 is going to be free to play. They did say this. The expansion is going to be optional, and it's going to be like additional quests. But the point is, there could be a whole... that expansion could provide a whole year of additional content and come with lots of cool unlockable items and villagers. We don't know what's in it. We don't know full extent of what's in it. So it's impossible to judge at this moment of time if it's a good deal, if it's a bad deal, if it's worth it. It's just mute point. There is not enough information to trash the expansion pack that hasn't even been properly announced yet. Number one, just wanted to get it out of the way. Number two, is that really unheard of to have a paid game and have microtransactions in it? I feel like it's definitely not unheard of, and a lot of paid games have paid DLCs as well. In fact, it's very difficult to find a paid game that adds new DLCs for free. It's almost unheard of. Microtransactions. Now, I would understand if microtransactions in the game would be something like if the furniture was selling for actual money. But it's not. It sells for moonstones. And there are ways in the game to grind moonstones. It's like imagine that we could not buy moonstones. Imagine it was just a currency used, like a premium currency. Usually games have like coins, very easy to get currency that's used for upgrading stuff and stuff. And also certain, like for example, gems in many games is like a premium currency that can still be obtained from certain sources, but it gives you more premium items in the game. And this is exactly what Moonstones is. And unlike many other games, I feel like this game has now, at this point, very fair system of awarding Moonstones. We're getting Moonstones. Basically, Star Path is free. It costs 400 Moonstones, which no other game that I know. You can literally... okay, there are a few games where you can just keep... Like, in Fortnite, I think, if you actually get a Season Pass, you get most of your Moonstones back, so you can just keep reusing it. A lot of games do this. Not all of them. I would say maybe 50-50. In some games, you have to keep paying every time for the pass because you just cannot get all the premium currency back. But in many games, they do give you most of the currency back so you can reuse it. If you've been active this season, you can reuse it for next season. And this is what Disney Dreamlight Valley does. And whatever premium currency you're missing, you can still get from just free chests. It takes like a week to grind, slightly more than a week to grind enough Moonstones to basically get a Star Path, and they come out every 2 months or so. So all the premium currency you get throughout those 2 months, except this 1 week, can go towards Premium Shop. Also, Dream Snaps, additional 350 Moonstones a week for doing nothing. And if you actually want to be more active and participate, you have chances of winning actually really high amounts of Moonstones. So on one hand, you can say it's microtransactions, but on the other hand, it's totally possible to get not all the items, but the items that you want the most from Premium Shop without paying any actual money. So in this case, it's not like they're charging you actual dollars for Premium Shop items. They're charging you in-game currency, which you have a choice to pay for, or you have a choice to grind. So the way I see it, microtransactions are at this moment of time, it could change in the future, are somewhat fair. Okay, if you were to ask me if I want to lower prices in premium shop, I would say absolutely. Honestly, if we are going to go paid, if we're not going free to play, in my personal opinion, prices in premium shop should go down. They should go down a little bit, because we are paying for the game, we are paying for expansion, so it's only fair to lower the prices in the premium shop a little bit, so more people would be able to buy most of the items that they want. I think it's fair, so I will give you that. I will agree prices in premium shop should go down since free-to-play is canceled. Not by much, but I would say at least 20%. At least. Maybe slightly more. That would be great. That would be fair, and I feel like it's going to make a lot of people happy. But I feel like most of the people in here are just completely against having any kinds of microtransactions. Not even if they are completely fair. So it might not solve the problem whatsoever. Anyway, this is very common comment, so we addressed it. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Let's move on. If updates and new characters that you release extremely rarely are now going to require paid DLC, then my last day playing your game will be November 1st. Okay, so we're still getting free updates. We're definitely getting more realms unlocked for free. We're definitely getting more of the main story. Pretty sure Act 2 is going to be completely free. I think expansion is completely separate thing that is completely optional to the main story and shouldn't affect it. At least that's how I see it. It doesn't make sense to me for them to... Like, we potentially going to have multiple acts, right? So if Act 2 is going to be an expansion, that kind of means that all future acts are also going to be additional DLCs. I feel like that would be fair, but I feel like what is going to be the free updates? Because they did say we're going to be getting some free updates to the story, and we're going to be getting paid DLCs. So if Chapter 2 of the main story is locked behind expansion, what's going to be in the free updates? So once again, we don't know any of this yet. We just got a glimpse, and people already making judgments and basically looking at the worst case scenario. It's possible. It's possible that the main story in the future will be pay locked. We're gonna find out more on Wednesday and potentially in the future. For now, we just don't have enough information to get mad just yet. Okay, funny thing about getting mad, I've already seen people posting on Reddit pictures of Rapunzel and Gaston from the trailer and asking to change them. They haven't even been released. They literally said that they hate how the Gaston looks on the promo and please change him, and the same for Rapunzel. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't. Let's just move on. They're not even released yet. I mean, there is a chance they're gonna get released even worse, but they're not even released yet. Before then, can you maybe fix the glitches that keep happening in the game? This is on Switch, and there's been multiple glitches where I keep having to restart the game. I agree. 100% agree. Glitches and bugs, they need to really, really, really focus on it before the game goes full release on December 5. There is still a lot of issues in the game, especially on Switch. Even on PC, I'm running into some bugs every once in a while. So I highly agree with this comment. If they are expecting people to pay for expansion, people need to see that the game actually has way less bugs and way more stable to play. That's if it's not, they're gonna lose a lot of money on people just not willing to pay for expansion that potentially could be even laggier than the actual game or have even more bugs and glitches. Could have been a decent game, now locked behind greed. Paid for a game, then again for DLC, then again for subscription. Oh, and don't forget, all decorations are locked behind a paywall in decorating-based game where only those who can afford to play will get far. Okay, that is a lot. And this comment has a lot of interesting points. Let's go one by one. Greed. I personally think that the greediest thing they could have done is release the game as free-to-play and go way more aggressive on monetization. That would be greedy. In my opinion, them not deciding not to do that, potentially, I don't even know if this way will gain them more money or less. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But I don't see how greed was motivation for this decision. The way I see it, they prioritize the game and the current players that already play for the game, instead of just trying to get as much people into the game before it's even like completely fixed and ready. In my opinion, once again, purely my opinion, I don't think greed is the word I would use to describe the reason for this decision. Next, paid for the game, then again for DLC, and then again for subscription. What subscription? What are you talking about? There's no subscriptions in the game right now. Don't forget, all decorations are locked behind a paywall. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're locked behind the moonstones, which there is multiple ways to obtain in the game. Yeah, you won't be able to get every single one of the items, potentially, but you still can definitely get the ones that you want the most. In a decorating based game where only those who can afford to play will get far. Hard disagree. Hard disagree. You don't need paid premium items to get far in this game. You don't need premium items to do anything in the game. You don't need them for quests. You don't need them for story. You don't need them for dream snaps. I've seen plenty of dream snaps taking first places with 0 premium items in it. And it is a decorating based game, and there is over thousands of items in the Scrooge shop completely for free. I don't know. I completely disagree with this comment. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense to me. Oh my god, finally, after scrolling for like 5 minutes, ditching free-to-play is a huge W, less monetization. First comment that has a positive view of the decision, and I'm glad to see that it has some likes too, so not everybody only sees negatives in this decision. I'm really happy to see that. Asking people to spend $70 to $80 on Animal Crossing ripoff. It's just sad. Didn't Animal Crossing make paid DLC as well? And I've seen some Animal Crossing gameplay. No offense. It doesn't, like, Disney Dreamlight Valley looks 100 times better. I haven't played Animal Crossing, so maybe the gameplay is amazing. But just from what I've seen, some clips of Animal Crossing, Dreamlight Valley just looks so much better. Okay, finally, look at this. Josh, you're a legend, Josh. I hope with the pullback from free-to-play, that means the microtransactions will be altered. It made sense when it was going to be a free game, but not it's only paid. Feels weird having them the way they are. I don't mind them necessarily, but an adjustment is needed. That is exactly what I said at the beginning. I would expect and hope them adjusting the prices a little bit down according to this decision, not going free-to-play. And I have no problem with having some premium items. It makes them actually feel premium, and for you to finally get enough moonstones to be able to buy the item that you want so much, it's just going to be an incredible feeling. And especially if the prices are lower and they're more affordable, it's going to be great. Okay, as we go deeper and deeper in the comment section, I'm seeing more and more positive comments. I didn't go this deep before, so I'm glad I'm doing now, because this gives me some hope. Every comment tells you guys how bad this game has become. Do not download this game unless you're okay with paying for the game microtransactions and updates and DLC. You might as well save your money and pay for 5 other games you actually enjoy. How? Wow. Okay. First of all, if you don't enjoy Disney Dreamlight Valley, definitely do not spend money on it. Like this, just the last sentence basically makes the whole comment make no sense. If you don't enjoy the game, why would you even pay for it? That's obvious. So if there is 5 other games that you enjoy more, just play those games. You don't have to play Disney Dreamlight Valley if you don't like the game. That's number 1. Number 2, how on earth are you going to get 5 other games for $30 or even $60? $60, that's how much it costs right now to get absolutely everything that the game has to offer. The base game plus the expansion. How do you get 5 games for $60? I wanna get a list. Send me the list of 5 games of the caliber of Disney Dreamlight Valley that I can buy for $60. I would love to see this. I would love to see this. I feel like you guys need to answer a lot of negative feedback at the stream, as well as why certain promises are not being fulfilled. The statue, armor, fan critter are not in the game. Characters advertised as base game and now DLC. Fulfill your promises. Yeah, I hope they address all of this on the live stream. I'm really curious to see what route they're going to go on the stream. Are they going to just completely ignore all the negativity and just focus on showcasing new stuff? Or are they actually going to address some of the people's concerns? I hope they do. I hope they do. Okay, so this is pretty much the main concerns that people have. I personally think a lot of these concerns are valid, but a lot of them are not even confirmed yet. So people are concerned about things that we don't even know about yet. And a lot of the things are, in my opinion, way over-exaggerated. Once again, not everything. There is a few concerns that I also have with this news that I've addressed in my previous video. The fact that the characters that are part of the main game and main story that were advertised in trailers are now in DLC. That one does rub me the wrong way. But a lot of things I've been reading in the comments just don't make sense to me, and I would even call pure misinformation, and it could really negatively affect people who, for example, trying to make a decision of whether they should try the game or not, and if they go on Twitter to look for their answers, my god, they're not buying the game. This is gonna put anybody, like, you would read these comments and you would think that Disney Dreamlight Valley is like some basically microtransaction riddled mobile game in the guise of Disney console game. Like, I don't know, it's not as bad. If you are watching this video and you're still on the fence, just tune in to some of our live streams, spend some time with the community, check out some gameplay. Like, in my opinion, the best part about this game is the community. You just gotta find the right one. I'm guessing Twitter is probably not the right one, but on this channel we are very positive folk, and we don't, like, we're trying to find positives in everything around us. So if you guys want a nice, positive, very active Disney Dreamlight Valley community, check out our Discord, the link is in the description, and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be covering everything that's going on, and I hope that the stream on Wednesday is going to answer a lot of questions and put a lot of minds at ease, and hopefully the things are not as bad as people thinking they are. So gonna have to wait and see. Thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to your opinions in the comments, and huge thanks to all of our supporters. It's 2 a.m. I'm gonna go sleep now. I'm gonna edit this in the morning for you to upload. And also, we're having a live stream later today, so tune in at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and we're gonna do some Scrooge refreshes. We're gonna do potentially some feedback for the dream snaps. Maybe even some decorating. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what we're gonna be up to. Thank you for watching, and huge thanks everybody on this list for supporting this channel and making it possible for me to do what I do. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one, and take care.